Hi everyone. Today I thought I would do a reaction to Neil Young and Paul McCartney together on stage. This was, I think, about 5 years ago. And I just started to watch it and I thought I should save this and do a reaction to it. It's just so cool when somebody that, you love as an artist, like Paul McCartney, and, I also love a lot of Neil Young's music. And, of course, Neil Young is a big Neil Young fan, is a big Beatles fan. One little story I want to tell you is there's this record store that's fairly close to here. It's about 35 miles from here, called Zap Records. And Glenn Kellaway from the Basement, his friend, owns the store. And a few weeks back, guess who was in the store? That's right, Neil Young. Of course, Neil Young grew up in Ontario. And yeah, he was in the store and talked to the owner for quite a while and was pretty cool, I guess, to, talk to. But anyway, I want to do the reaction to this video of them performing on stage. They've been on stage a few times. And there's some more pictures here I'll show you too. But they're playing a Beatles song, but it's not one of the most loved Beatles songs. It's Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Which is, of course, a pretty simple song. Not many lyrics to it. And so the point of me doing this video is not just for the react. I love that picture, by the way. It's not just to react to this, them being on stage doing this song, but also just to talk about simple lyrics. I have no problem with, like Paul McCartney or any other writers that sometimes will write a song and there's not many lyrics to the song. He was really bashed, for instance, Paul McCartney, a few years back with the album Driving Rain. Well, for the whole album he was bashed for it. But I think it's a pretty good album. It's a bit too long, but it's got some really good songs on it. But the one song he was kind of mocked for was the title song Driving Rain, because it starts, I've got the lyrics here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's go for a drive, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, let's go there and back again. I could write those lyrics, but he was kind of bashed for that. But he's written simple lyrics like in the Beatles, Hello, Goodbye, All Together Now, Why Don't We Do It in the Road? I mean, every song, like from any artist, doesn't always have to have these amazing lyrics. It's music, and I've always loved Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Really simple, basic lyrics, but I love, on the White Album, I love Paul McCartney's vocals on it and the music and everything. So I've always loved the song. So let's watch Neil Young. And Neil's, another one. He's very similar to Paul in many ways with, throughout his career, he just does what he wants to do, right? From album to album, he might totally change the sound of it. And Paul's been like that too with his solo career. So I can see why they would get along. Here we go. And also remember, the sound quality isn't the greatest, but it would sound much better if you were actually there.
My friend up here I'm lucky enough to be with. He's the Charlie Chaplin of rock and roll, right
here. The Charlie Chaplin. I didn't understand what he said the first time I saw the opening of this. The Charlie Chaplin of rock and roll.
Hey Neil, you gonna solo on this next one for us? Yeah, I'm ready. You sound ready. 1, 2, 3. Why don't we do it anymore? 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 Well, no one will be watching us. Why don't we do it anymore? Why don't we do it anymore? Why don't we do it anymore?
Just pause it for a minute here. So I was thinking that this is Paul's band, right? So it's a Paul McCartney concert because I've seen him in other live performances where he comes on stage at a Neil Young concert. And I think they've done A Day in the Life a couple of times. It's on YouTube and it's excellent. But for Neil Young, his guitar, some people think he's not a great guitar player and others do. I feel he's a great guitarist. He has just this, it's kind of raw and maybe messy, but there's a feel to his guitar playing. And one of my all-time favorite guitar solos is his song, Just Like a Hurricane. Yeah, Like a Hurricane. And I just woke up, by the way. And yeah. Paul's a pretty good guitar player, too. And speaking of Neil Young, about 10 years ago, I saw him in concert in Kingston, Ontario, which is about an hour from where I live here, with my youngest son, Michael. And it was an excellent concert. It was Neil Young with his band Crazy Horse. But at one point during the concert, Neil's known for this. Him and his band members did about 10, maybe 15 minutes of just guitar feedback. And so it's not for everybody, but I enjoyed it. It's Neil doing what he wants. And I just remember, leaving the concert, overhearing some other couple saying, well, that was kind of disappointing, wasn't it? And it's because they don't know Neil Young like, they were just expecting him to do all of his hit songs, his popular songs. But that's not what Neil does. Neil does what he wants to do. So, like I said, I think most people did enjoy it, but that couple, I guess, were disappointed. Yeah, there's this one of my favorite all-time live performances. It might be on YouTube or it's somewhere on the internet. Is Neil Young on Saturday Night Live doing "Keep on Rockin' in the Free World," and just the energy from that performance is amazing. So yeah, it's just cool to see, two of the most well-known musicians together on stage, and they're actual friends. And also, just like me and a lot of you out there, they love music, right? They're fans of artists. So it's just nice to see them together. So that's it. Hope everyone has a great day. And later today on my main channel, check out our album exchange, which features a certain Paul McCartney album being reviewed and rated. Bye.